Hey, hi everyone. Welcome back to live stream session with the team Axiom. Today's agenda is to discuss about how AI phone agents can perform its work with the Axiom's Sales CRM. Just understand one concept. Agenda is to in earlier live stream session we had a discussion regarding how we can implement advanced SEO and digital marketing techniques to enhance the web traffic. But after enhancing the web traffic, this is not enough to just understand one concept. Agenda is to enhance the productivity or achieve the goals of the earlier live stream business. Then I recommend a 5 various steps through which we can able to track the users, track the users' behaviors, whomsoever correcting to your application and digital marketing techniques. How much time he is correcting, what is his enhance the web location, what is his name, the email IDs, contact number, and enhancing the web traffic. This is not enough. Now to understand we use agenda is to implicit data capture techniques without asking for filling the forms, without asking for whomsoever correcting to your application, give details, without asking for filling the forms techniques by which, without asking for, we can keep a track of the users. We can monitor their logs. We can give them the score to categorize them so that we can able to categorize them in the high priority, medium priority, low priority. These all techniques are related to the lead capturing techniques. And then these lead scoring and enrichment techniques, we can redirect that implicit data capture data to the Axiom's Sales CRM. The entire data will be recorded into the CRM, right? And as per the score, we can able to categorize them as a priority queue, high, medium, low. So now we have a visual tracking system. We are having an Axiom's Sales CRM. Now, to convert into these all the leads to productive business, the sales team need to follow them up. But if sales team is following a manual approach, human have its own limitations. No matter how much interactive communication skills they might be having, they'll certainly lack They cannot compete with the AI. So I'll be introducing you today. If after categorizing these leads into the high, medium, and low, if we have AI powered IVR system, interactive voice recognition system, as well as AI can be used for outbound calls as well. Agenda for today's discussion is how we can implement that. What technical stack is we are going to use to develop this AI based outbound and develop a IVR system. The call dispatcher AI will do the call. I'll be discussing about the Twilio voice API. It's a AI based outbound calls and inbound calls IVR system. Means it's a basically speech to text STT and text to speech conversions. For these all the reasons, the APIs are already available through the use of OpenAI. Just like the you, for any reason, you are prompting the GPT and it will understand your question and respond to you. In the similar manner, it's a chat conversation, textual conversations. Textual, like, but basically by using audio to, if you can able to convert this like speech to text, and with the help of OpenAI, you develop the answer, and that answer again respond back to the speech, popularly called as STT, speech to text, and TTS, text to speech. And in this manner, instead of any salesperson manually available, the call goes to the leads. At the same time, post call analytics also there. So that entire call conversations with the leads will be recorded. The transcripts can be generated with the Twilio transcripts, and as well as the sentiment analysis also can be generated. Now let me explain you what exactly mean by the sentiment analysis. Whenever you are interacting with someone, then how positive, how negative, or what the sentiments are there, whether for every action there is a reaction, for every conversation there is a response. So sentiment analysis means to scale this entire conversation in a positive, negative manner. Just like we give a feedback to someone, good, bad, better, in the same manner. These analytical tools will understand the responses given by the leads on the various queries and the intentions, queries asked by the bots, and on the basis of the transcript generated, the sentiment can be analyzed. Now, why it is important? If the conversations ends with a positive scale, it become a high potential lead. They like your services, they like your pricing, they like your interactions. They are ready to go, sort of. So it can be prioritized and we can close that deal. So sentiment analysis also important over there. And again, this entire post call analytics also going to record into the Sales CRM database. You can once AI based colleague agent call to the leads, it can be converted to the potential leads. It have a ability in the Sales CRM to convert, because that deal maybe get converted, or it may be on the basis of the sentiment analysis, it may be convert into the medium priority, or even maybe on the hold, so that it can follow up later. So I'll be giving that all the algorithms that high priority clients need to be have a immediate AI call and book the meeting with them, right? And if the lead is saying, I want to interact with a human, then there has to be a warm transfer to human if requested. Though AI is capable enough to answer all the possible queries, we can train the AI agent in such a manner that all the queries will be responded well. But till then, a lead want to interact with a human, then that call will be transferred to that as well. In case of medium priority, we already discussed how we can, during the VTS sessions, visual tracking systems, how we can categorize, what is the algorithm to categorize the leads into the high, medium, and low. So if the lead is coming into the category of mid, then what is the action performed by the AI? AI call within 2 hours, not immediately, right? And then send the mail, because the priority was medium. The priority was high priority clients need to be have an immediate call and then book the meeting. Medium priority, then AI call within 2 hours and send them the mail. And these all the logs will be generated to the sales queue. It wait for the responses from the leads and all. And if the priority is low, then there is no call required immediately or within 2 hours also, within that day also. What AI will do, the email templates which are already developed to interact with the leads. So he will decide which email template should I use, and then he will email sequence will be there. No calls unless or until email engagement is there. Because once you get the email, I understand these all leads are not anonymous leads. They had taken the efforts. They searched you through the organic way and diversify themselves to the application. These are the most qualified leads, but till then, on the basis of the score given, we can categorize them into the high, medium, and low. And in this manner, AI is going to perform the action to the leads over there. Let us understand nowadays, if you call to someone, so if that person is not available to pick up your call, you can set your mode to busy mode so that once the call comes, but you don't want to miss the calls even. So in such situation, the IVR system pops up. It will prompt you that the user you are trying to connect is not available right now for the calls. Can you record your message after the beep? Everyone knows this, right? So after the beep, that voice message can be recorded. This system known to us. To the next level now, we are having Google Assistant bots are there. What they will do? They'll not ask for the they'll interact with you firstly. They'll ask you who you are, what is the reason you want to call, the purpose of the call. That bot will collect the possible data after interacting with you, the purpose of call, your details and all. It will check in the contacts whether you are already in the contacts of the new user. It can be identified whether it's a spam call or not. And on that, after making that all the due diligence, it will diversify the call to the user. And if user is interested to call back, because you'll get the information now who is calling. If you want to, if he's interested, he will connect himself. If he's not interested, he will say, I'll get back to you whenever you get the time. So that now, instead of directly picking up the call and then respond, you have now the analysis with you. And if you want to interact, you can interact. That is also things. Now let's go to the next level. That is nothing human interaction required. I don't want to answer the calls of like a user don't want to answer the calls even. Let IVR system do that. So in case of any companies, if the calls are coming continuously and human salesperson, not in the case salesperson, the team member want to answer all the frequently asked questions. So instead of doing manually, he can one can implement an AI powered IVR system. So once the call goes to them, the welcome message will comes. It's called a call receptions. The business existing phone numbers is pointed to the cloud-based telephony service. The voice prompt. The bot answers the calls with a greeting. Hello, welcome to the name of the company. You can ask me any questions directly. How you are doing? You will greet you. Right? Any questions asked to that particular bot, he can able to answer. As I told you, the speech to text system is there. The system converts that dialer spoken questions into text. The text is analyzed by natural language processing. And this NLP engine to understand the user's intent, what he asked for, whether he asked for the price, whether he asked for the check availability, whether he asked for the address. And after fetching that, The bot fetches the predefined answers from the specific intent from its knowledge base. There has to be the database after post training the data, AI training, the data is already there. So there is a AI intent recognition, what user is asking for, and to develop the response, this bot fetches the predefined answers. Then again to respond back, the text answer is converted back into natural sounding speech and played for the call. This is text to speech. The text answer is converted back into normal sounding speech. Are you getting the point? It's like if you are a caller, you'll be amazed to have the responses from AI, but you'll be feel like you are interacting with a human over there. He will greet you, welcome you, he will understand your intent, you will understand your questions, and it serves the purpose. Right? Why you need a human if your all queries are resolved? Right? If AI is able to answer you in a good tone, right, with a proper way of communications, it will be using. So you'll be impressed by that. Why we need a human intervention in that? And that is what agenda of these today's sessions. And if in case there is always an arrangement, the system always includes an option to connect to a live individual, live salesperson, or if you'd like to speak to sales team, please press this sort of. So we have a IVR systems implementable, maybe popularly called as cloud receptions or any other AI services we can able to deploy over there. So they can you have the menu systems over there. You'll get the welcome messages, and then for all the questions and queries, and AI able to answer to you. Now, moving to the next, this is about the IVR system. But if a AI will do the outbound calls, right? Now, inbound calls are okay. We have a database of all the frequently asked questions. We have our own server. So, speech to text, text to speech, we can do that. But now we have the list of the leads to whom human salesperson was supposed to call, but now AI is going to do the outbound calls, right? And how it is how it is implementable. For that reason, first of all, telephony. Obviously, this call is you are calling means there is a telephonic call is there. So Twilio voice API plus media streams will do that call. The purpose is outbound, inbound calls, audio streaming. Just like the way I am interacting with you right now, and I'm hoping you are understanding my thoughts. Instead of me, if there is AI, will do the same thing to you, the purpose will be solved. So my engagement is not required at that time. The second layer is of AI processing. OpenAI Realtime API. I just told you that OpenAI is used for developing an answers. The Twilio API is used for speech to text and text to speech conversions. Your GPT OpenAI Realtime API requires a text as an input, and it will develop the response. So speech to speech conversions is required over here. For that reason, speech to text, text to like get the answers, and again text, the textual answers again back to the speech. Then there is a post call analytics. Twilio conversational intelligence. I'm just referring here the Twilio only. So for the post call analysis, I told you in the post call analysis, we have to record the call, we have to generate the transcript, and we have to do the sentiment analysis also. So Twilio conversational intelligence can generate the transcription, sentiment, custom classification also. Now, custom classification means I told you after post conversions, I can able to that AI can able to transfer that lead from high to medium, medium to high even, or low even. Right? So that action taken by AI is capable enough to do that action even. Then there is a alternative TTS also, text to speech. 11 Lab API if custom voice needed. Because now you may have a robotic voice, somebody may not like it over there. So you have a trained AI where you can have a custom voice. You can even record your voice and train to the AI also. So that my voice can be trained, original voice of the user can be trained to uh, to develop the responses. The purpose is a brand voice synthesis. Just like the way you are any other singer song, you are nowadays it is possible for us to uh, get it played if another singer is supposed to sing. So if he will be sing that song, how it will be sort of. You can so in this manner brand voice synthesis. The 11 Labs API can be used for custom voice if it is needed. CRM packet is always there. CRM sales flow, lead management, priority updates. I just explained to you the flow, right? That can be used over there. For the real-time synchronizations, WebSocket plus REST API. I'm discussing about this closed loop of website, BTS, and your sales CRM, and now that sales calls also done by the AI. So CRM AI call system will be activated over here. There is a queue management. Obviously, there will not be only one call at a time. So for that reason, the Redis, the technology like a bull Redis can be used for call prioritizations and rate limiting. Because you never know how many calls are coming at a time. Right? So we have to prioritize that. We have to keep on waiting. So that all queue management also can be done by the bull or Redis. The hosting in such AI bit onboard calls there obviously there is the cloud based things are there. So AWS, Google Cloud with a WebSocket support can be used, or any other private VPS also can be developed for that. The purpose is to have a server infrastructure for that. And then we need a tunneling devices like a ng-rock with a static domain. The purpose of local testing with the Twilio webhooks, because obviously how this entire testing can be done, whether the AI is responding well to the calls. There is a lot of training required. The everyday's data capture, after that, there has to be the post analysis. Otherwise, it will be impact to the conversion, to the productivity. So there has to be the monitoring of the things are there. Why AI sometimes, because it's an AI, if it is not trained properly, so you may develop some different responses. So continuous training, updating, enhancing need to be there. So by this all the approach, today's focus was how we can able to integrate that AI for inbound and outbound calls. Mostly we use with the IVR systems for a generic official telephone number will be will be implemented with the IVR systems, and once that is for the inbound calls. So press one, press two, and all these stuffs, and then he will respond to the queries. But I'm talking about entire thing governed by, not human intervention required, or minimum human intervention required over there. So if we can, by using this all the technical stack for IVR system, cloud receptions, as well as AI based outbound calls even for the sales team, and there is a post analytics also, right from the recording to transcript to sentiment analysis. Don't you think the productivity of that business is going to increase? The phase is you have an excellent platform. Obviously, with the technical support, good technical support, we can build a good UI UX. The faster rate of loading and everything is there. Good interface. But that is not only required. You should have a good advanced SEO, on page, off page, social media supports. You got good authority score. That has to be continuously built to enhance the traffic. The third, we should have a BTS, video tracking systems, so that all the activities performed on the web can be recorded somewhere. We should have an algorithm to analyze, to know who is correcting, why is correcting, what is his intent, give the score to them, and then all that these things will be recorded into the Sales CRM. In the Sales CRM, we discuss there is a distinguish between the admin and the sales user. Admin can allocate the task, and now this salesperson who is AI based can able to do this all the process, onboard calls, even mails, even everything is automated, right? So the frequency of calling, frequency of responding is much more higher. The efficiency, effectiveness is much more higher. And by this entire approach, the productivity of that business is going to enhance. I hope you understand well the thought process behind this session and the way we can able to implement the AI powered IVR as well as AI powered inbound and outbound calls by with the help of your STT, speech to text, using Twilio app, TTS, and the natural language processing using OpenAI and all. So if by the implementation of this, so next technical age we are adding to the Axiom Sales CRM, that is AI powered calling system and the IVR system, and it will certainly able to achieve the efficiency and effectiveness and the productivity of the business. I'm thanking you all to attend this session and to have these such kind of live stream sessions. The purpose of this to exercise towards the excellency, understand the requirement, and showcase the abilities what we can able to provide to the industry. And together we will all able to achieve the best out of it and serve better to this IT industry. I hope you understand every concept we discussed today in today's sessions, and do join us to such sessions so that we can explore, we can upskill ourselves to serve the better to the industry. Thank you very much. Have a great day ahead. Thank you, guys.